In this video you're going to watch me build my own backyard koi pond and all the ups.
Is that scrubs? Scrubs fluid.
It's a fire alarm.
What is it? Hold.
We have to go round to...
Look at him! And all the downs. It's not fine actually. I don't know how I'm getting in there now. That is an underground trunk, Rev. But we've encountered a problem. How I've actually hit the water table. Plans have changed just a tad. And I've turned the pond into a swamp. Before this video starts, I just want to say a massive thank you to all the people that helped me in this project, as it took just over a month to complete. And yeah, my back is very grateful. And with all that said, let's get straight into building my own backyard koi pond. Hi guys, and welcome back to the first series ever on the channel. It's something quite special. It's something I've always wanted to do, but I've never had a garden big enough. Obviously moved house, and the garden is definitely big enough now. And this is the area that I have cleared so far. I don't have any images of what it looked like before, but there was basically a whole pile of crap there. That fence was broken, that's where I put all the crap. And you can see I've sort of swept 2 piles of leaves and cleared all the brambles. This whole area was caked in brambles. I've done all that, and these are the tools that I'm working with. But this is going to be a big process. This isn't going to be a thing overnight, but I think for at least for the time being, I'm going to opt for this corner here. It's you know, it's got quite a bit of cover. The background is probably the best. There's a horse paddock behind there, which is always fun, with no fence, which is even better. Buy some spray paint and then I can show you guys exactly what I mean. But yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it. But this whole series isn't just going to be me building a pond. It's me transforming my garden into what I always wanted it to be. So in the future, I wanted chickens, quails, whatever, just some sort of bird, maybe a pigeon. But I've also put some bird feeders, which have been really cool. We have seen some really cool birds, like golden finches, chaffinches, jays. Not my friend Jay. He hasn't been eating my bird seed in my garden. Actually, we've got a whole family of jays. I'll pop a picture here. That's what a jay is. And then this is the other jay. Very different. Guys, enjoy this little process. I know there's going to be a lot of challenges, a lot of mistakes, but I'm ready for them. I'll get to you whatever scene is next. Bosh. Right, okay, so I am on my way to town to go grab some spray paint. About 15 minutes or so to get to town, and then I'll go buy some spray paint, and then and then we can start actually building this pond. So stay tuned. Right, okay, so we're on the bus. We've picked up Alain. Bless him, he's very shy and embarrassed. Everyone is looking a bit calm. So we're on the way to town. We're gonna get some pond stuff, and then we'll be ready, won't we? Yeah. Bosh! Alright guys, so I just bought the spray and ready to now go to the fish shop. Saw this thing, Aston Martin DB11 or 12, which is pretty cool. Not bad at all. Let's turn into cars again. Beautiful car, beautiful car. Got the spray paint. Now we're gonna go check out the fish shop, see how much it's all gonna cost. The liner. I've got all the under matting. It's all done. I'll catch you when we're at the bloody fish shop. Right, so we're in the fish shop. These are all the prices of the liners, and it's going to look like I'm going to need a 4x3 meter, which is 137. But yeah, no, that's all right. Right, while we're here, might as well look at the fish. Oh, clown loaches. I do love them. I do want to get some of them eventually. Glass catfish. Look at these. I got one of them. I got one of them. I'm gonna get home and start building or lining out a pond with this stuff. And then tomorrow, or even maybe this evening, I will put the first dent into this project. But it will be helping me tomorrow if we're allowed, because I'm gonna barbecue. But, yeah, I'll see you when we're home, or I'm cycling home. Bye. Yeah, cycling home. Then I've got to quickly mark out the pond before it gets dark. Also, got to go for iftar. If you don't know what that is, it's when you break your fast and eat a bunch of food. I'll see you when I'm home. Right, I've got it all marked out. And I've gone to order some liner, which I think it was like 6 meters by 8 meters, which I think will be enough. I'll need to do the maths on it, but we'll see, because you need to actually calculate for every wall, the deepest part, every single little thing you need to count for. That's why you need a liner a lot bigger than your actual pond length and width, because of all the slopes and everything that you've got going on in the pond. Right, okay, so our lat is here, and we're going to make our first dent in this month-long project. This is, I don't know if I'm overestimating or underestimating how long this is actually going to take. He reckons it's going to take months. I reckon it's going to take about 2 months. We're going to start off in the boggy area that's only 1 foot, and then yeah. Anyway, you're going to watch us now dig for the next hour or so. Bosh! Right, so an hour's gone past. That's as much dirt as we've excavated. We've gotten down to 1 foot, so that's 1 foot deep. Back to the time lapse. Bye. Right, it's the next day, next morning. It's currently like 11:40. Waiting on Jay. Jay is coming to help me today. I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, we're going to see if we can make a bigger dent than this. A tad over 1 foot, so I need to at some point get a tamperer, which Harrison said he has one. We can use that to like actually properly harden the ground. A tamperer is this thing. Yeah, a lot of people don't know what it is. I didn't know what it was until like 4 months ago. But yeah, hopefully me and Jay are going to make a big dent today. He's a hard-working lad. That's a South African in him, and the Arab in me will work it till I drop dead. Yeah, I'll get to you when he's here. Actually, I'll make him spawn right next to me. 3, 2, 1. Right, and I've teleported him here. Hola. Hola. Jay's brought some equipment with him: spades, shovels, and a machete for any roots or trespassers. Anyway, enjoy the time lapse of me and Jay working our asses off.
Oh yeah.
Bash. Boom. Roots and pottery.
Where's the big root? There's a massive root here somewhere.
From this tree, obviously, but yeah. Let's get stuck in, boys. Oh. Jay's deciding to
try and get an edge on here.
Get an edge on the thing so it could go through the roots easier, because the machete is only good for the smaller roots. But yeah, we've got a little table of snacks. But yeah, we've got about 1 foot, almost the whole circumference of the diameter of the circumference of the cubic meters. But yeah, I'll get you once we're doing the bloody time lapse, mate. Right, so the first part is completed. Obviously we can't level it out and measure, make sure it's all flat until we've got the tamper, which we're waiting on Harrison for. But we've done well. Anyway, let's get cracked on. Dash!
Right, we've just found a little bottle whilst digging.
Something made of glass. Let's see if we can dig this out without breaking it.
Bottle.
Ah! Oh! Could be some ancient alcohol.
Give it a go. Oh.
There's something in it.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
What's in it? Let's try it.
Scrubbing something. Wait,
This
scrubs. Wait, is that scrubs? Scrubs fluid.
What's scrubs? Should we look it up?
Let's actually have a look. Okay,
yeah,
hold on. Give us a minute.
So me and Jay, we looked up the scrubs bottle, scrubs fluid, whatever thing, and it's going for about 3 to 5 quid on Amazon, and it's what, 55 years old. And yeah, they seem to be quite a collector's thing, so that's cool. 3 quid that we've gained from doing this. That can go into the pond. That will cover nothing. Yeah, we're gonna stop for a minute due to some reasons. So we might come back to this in a couple hours or so. But for now, me and Jay are gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something. But yeah, I'll catch you whenever we start building this thing again. Alright, hi guys. It's the next day. I'm doing a bit of work before Jay gets here again. Jay's coming around again to work on the pond. For about 10 minutes at this thing with the machete. And this thing is, like, I got relatively large hands. And that is an underground trunk rev. Like, that's not normal. Anyway, I'll get to you whenever, yeah. Right, so Jay is here. We still got to deal with that monstrosity of a root, but some plans might have to be changed due to certain specific reasons. So the pond might have to be quite a bit smaller. Not a significant amount smaller, but still quite a bit smaller. But we'll see. I'll know by the end of today what the plan will have to be. But for now, we're just going to clear out the trench that we've dug, which we were planning on digging all the way around. We won't be able to until we know. But yeah, I'll play the time lapse now of me and Jay getting stuck in. You are. But right, so plans have changed just a tad. So if you'd like to mind out the way, boys, the pond is now going to curve round. Gonna curve, and then we're curving it there, and then we're gonna have a river just up there. So the pond is going to be a bit smaller than we first, wanted to build. I'll be working on this with him. He's gone. With him. We're going to time lapse now, us doing all this. Time lapse time. Bam! Right guys, so I'm working on my own today. I think it's like the 6th day of us working on this now, and I've dug 4 foot down, but we've encountered a problem. So it's like now turned into rock, hard, not hard, but like rock that just like slate. It just kind of crumples and then turns into tiny little rock fragments, and we need to go double this depth. So this is only 4 foot, which is only going to be that shelf. That's going to be 1 foot. So we need to go double this. So hopefully it doesn't get any harder. If it gets to a point where it's actually turning into rock, then we're going to have to call it quits and see how deep we've gotten. Right, it's officially a week that I've been working on this now, and we've got another problem. If we take a look, we have water. I didn't even think it rained last night, but there's about an inch of water. Not to worry. I mean, that is a bit of a pain in the ass, but that's fine. It's not fine, actually. I don't know how I'm getting in there now. But yeah, let's get on with the video, with the building of this, and stop wasting time. Right, bye. Right, so gotten all the water out. Only took 13 minutes. So I can step in it now with white socks. Yeah, and brilliant. So next plan of action, I want to get all this area to 1 foot. Once I've gotten this to 1 foot, I can then take all of this to 4 foot, cut it off there, and dig the rest to 8 foot or 6 foot, depending on what the ground is like underneath this. If it's even harder rock, I ain't getting a pickaxe and digging that, because that'll take too long. I'm gonna do this bit next. Let's get onto it. Right, I'm back, and after speaking to my grandfather about the pond and how I've actually hit the water table, which is just over 4 foot, I've decided that it will be physically impossible to make this pond 8 foot how I originally wanted. So what I've opted to do is still make a ridge here at 4 foot, and then only dig maybe 5 foot. Because even if I was to go 6 foot, I'd still be 2 foot underneath the water table, and what would happen is the liner at the bottom, although the pressure from all the water in the pond would push it down, it could still boat up and in turn lift up from the underneath the lining, which would make the pond look horrible, and there'd be a massive bubble at the bottom of the pond, and then which can cause a whole multitude of other issues, such as obviously the ground crumbling in from the water and just a bunch of other things. He said ground soil is not a great place to put lining due to all the insects that live within it. So I might even have to go 1.5 feet just to get underneath all the ground soil, so it's on firm clay where creatures, insects, stuff like that do not live and shift the ground about and decay the soil in the way that it can make the lining go all horrible. So I'm going to dig about 1/2 foot more in this area, and then yeah, it's a bit of a shame that we've hit the water table at only 4 foot, but with that said, let's get to digging. Right, about 13 minutes later, and we've gotten it down to clay. It's no longer topsoil, as you can see here. You can actually see, so the topsoil ends at about just over a foot. So I've gone to, it's all clay. That seems to be rising, which is worrying me. Quite a lot of work done today. I'm gonna try and get this down all level to that, to move all this dirt. But just moving all that has filled up a whole barrow, and we're getting quite full, as you can see. It's getting dark now, and yeah, that's the progress I've made. So we're literally just under 5 foot there. So I need to dig like 6 inches, 4 inches more, and I'll be at 5 foot, and I reckon that's where I have to stop. We'll see tomorrow how much water we've got in the hole. I'm reckoning about 3 inches or 2 inches or so. That's if we don't get any rain, because obviously this is all clay. So if we get a massive rain, this will fill up with about a foot of water, which will not be good at all. I will see you guys tomorrow. So until tomorrow, guys. Au revoir. Alright guys, it's the next day, and just wanted to show you, this is the current pond I own. 7 goldfish I've had for about 1.5 years, 2 years now. They will enjoy the upgrade. Right, now we've got to check how it's risen overnight. And let's, oh damn, so that's about 2 inches. It's not great. Like an oily texture to it. I don't know if the camera isn't really picking up, but it has like an oily layer. Why is there water? What? Why is there water here? Oh, that's weird. I'm not doing any work today, just seeing how much the water's risen, and I'll see if it rises any more. So I'm going to put like a little line, and I'll see if it rises any more from that. Right, it's the next day, and we've got a slight problem, as we see. So the water's risen a significant amount since yesterday, which is like highly concerning. It's about 4 inches now. And Jay are coming again, so they're gonna have to help me move that, because that weighs a ton. I've overdone it, and that bucket weighs a ton. But yeah, I really don't know what to do about that, because that's quite bad. But what this does tell me is that when I put the lining in, I'm gonna have to fill it up the same day. So I have a day to do all the lining, all the rock work and everything, which is good. Yeah, anyway, I'll do some magic for you. I'll place the camera here, and Jay is going to spawn next to me. He's here. Got a lot of work to do. We've already taken all the water out, which was fun. We need to go a tad bit deeper, literally like 4 inches deeper, and then we can just get rid of all of it. Let's get on with today's digging! Oh! Alright, so Jay's draining the water now. Look at that.
Is this thing leaking? Am I just stupid?
No, I think it's not.
See how long it takes to fill back up.
No, it takes 2 days for it to get how high it was. But right, we're gonna attempt to move this now. Oh my god! That wheel is gone. Oh, that's a big one. Right. Oh my god, that was way too hard. So I've dug to 5 foot, and yeah, this is the view from my perspective. It's deep. If I get in the hole with Jay, hello. This is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's above my eye level, by the way.
So this is a foot. I'm a foot above the ground, which is insane. Yeah, we wanted to go 8 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's a bit deep. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit deep.
It is deep, but it's coming along. Oh my days. Oh, yeah.
Let's get going, mate.
But it's fun, eh?
Oh yeah.
Fun. But yeah, no, we'll see how much we can get done before Joe goes on holiday, because he's going to Spain tomorrow.
You are.
So he ain't going to be here for 2 weeks.
Let me know if you're in Valencia.
Be a female and have a pulse. Actually, just have a pulse. Anyway, let's now time lapse us digging like this whole video is. Bash. Right, okay, so it's a couple of days later from when Jay came. Got this little section left to do, and then I'm basically done, apart from obviously sorting out all the edges and then tampering it. That was a bit dodge. Tampering it, all the ground, and then I'm done. Need Harrison for that. Harrison is back Friday, so tomorrow. I'm ordering all the stuff tonight. So the pond liner, the filtration, the aeration, and the electrical stuff for here, it's all coming, or will be coming. Cue to time lapse. I found the most tame pigeon I've ever seen. Oh, why is your eyes so dilated? Broke his foot. Damn, that's tough, bro. That's tough. Man's a one-legged pigeon. Man's an pigeon. Right, it's black outside. Well, just about. The sun has set. You can see it's starting to come along now. Yeah, hole. Anyway, I'll get to. Oh man, I'm so tired. Right, guys, and you can tell that I'm not in my garden, but I'm at my grandparents' house, where I got the inspiration from, their wildlife pond, which, if you can see, has thousands and thousands of little tadpoles all along. I'm not going for wildlife, I'm going for a recreational koi pond, but I've always been fascinated by nature ponds. Also I'm taking some of this for the 1 foot little bit where I'm going to have all the plants. I'm going to put some of this in, oxygenating plant. Probably get back to you when I'm back home and digging the pond. So see you at home. Right, okay, we're at my hole, my pond. It's filled up with water, as you can see, just a tad. And I also picked up this. It is a 80 litre garden bin, which I'm going to use as the filtration. So I'm just going to put rocks, filtered media, lava rocks, and some like mesh, you know, what you find in filters, and that's going to be the pond filter, which I'm going to bury here. Work, if it will, I don't know, but only time will tell. I need to get this lined and filled up ASAP before heavy rain comes, or vice versa if it doesn't rain at all, because because this will only become more and more dry, and you can actually see it starting to crack downwards now. Cue the time lapse of my progress. Alright, I am knackered. I've been doing this for the past 2 hours. I've done, so it probably looks like I've just made it worse, but I've basically just shaven down all the edge around there. Yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bosh! Right, it's the 17th day, 2 weeks and 3 days. The maths works out, I'm pretty sure. Once again, I'm on my own, but it's fine. Harrison is coming tomorrow, and he's bringing a tamper. I say he's bringing, but I'm cycling to his house, and then we got to carry the tamper back, which is going to be fun. But yeah, so I've got to get all this crap out, maybe sort out some of this. It's like 2 o'clock. See how much I get done, and yeah. So once again, cue the time lapse. Right, so the last hour or so, I've just been trying to dig out this crevice, and I've realised, thank God I've only gone 5 foot, because I can just about get the spade in the wheelbarrow. God knows what I would have done if I went any deeper. I'd literally have to go bucket by bucket, so that would have been painful. And when Harrison comes around tomorrow, we can tamper this. I still need to dig a little bit more, so it's all soft, because this has gone rock solid. Obviously you can't tamper rock, so I'm going to have to either spray it with water so it's soft so I can tamper it, or just dig a little, because ideally I did want like a 3-inch drop, so then I can put pond soil and then plant the plants in the pond soil and then cap it off with small pebbles, so none of it can drop into the bottom bit, because I want white gravel in the bottom, so it like makes the fish more vibrant and you can actually see the bottom. Whether if I would have gone black, it literally would have just looked like a black pit. Right, so Harrison is here.
Hello, mate.
He's back from army, and today he's helping me dig my hole. Very big hole.
We're going to dig his hole very nicely.
Yes, it's going to be very nice. And he has brought a tamper. Granted, it's a small tamper, but it will do the job. So, going to tamper the ground, and then dig more, and tamper, dig, tamper. That's the goal for today. See if we can get it all done today. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah. Now, show the jumper.
For the Yamaha one. Mint.
Right, let's get stuck in. Bye. Right, so this is the progress we have done. We have moved that whole shelf that was there, that's no longer existent, and this bit no longer existent. I've even dug, so it's like a sheer drop now there as well. So literally we just need to get all this crap out and then dig that little bit. That's it, and then we can move over to the 4 foot bit which Harrison's feet are on. So this bit's going to be 4 foot. Cold. Get back to you once all this has been removed. Harrison, give me a bosh. Bosh! Bosh! Right, okay, so next day Harrison's gone because he felt ill and he needed to go home in case he had a bug, but that means I can just work all day on the pond. And as you can see, I did tamper yesterday evening, and it's just filled up with water again. If you can see here, but like, what the hell is that? That is going to be the intake bay. There's a little lip, so that means all the leaves and anything on the surface would get sucked in, through a little gap, so this is going to be about 1.5 feet. When the time lapse was happening, oh. Right, so the whole pond is done, apart from this little river bit, but I'm going to sort that out later. So this is all 5 foot on the dot. The only thing is it's very movable ground. It's like literally Play-Doh. But instead of going for 4 foot, I've gone for 3 foot. I just think it's not worth all the extra time just for an extra foot, because this is just a clay bit. If I would have gone to 4 foot, I would have hit all that rocky stuff, which would have been an absolute pain to do. So I just went and did 3 foot instead. But yeah, I think it's time to put the underlay in, which is over there. So let's get that done. Right, so now I've got to cut the underlay, nail it to the sides so they stay up. It's going to be a long process, and it's a process I can't muck up. There is no margin of error. I've got to cover every single piece of mud possible because I don't want this liner to puncture. So yeah, let's do that now. Right, so that's all nailed in. Obviously I don't need to do everything because the water pressure will push this all nice and snug. I need to get rid of this little bit, chop this little bit off, and then it's onto them 2 big rolls to cover in the sides and the waterfall. And not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, but we'll see. Right, so I've decided not to put the lining in today, luckily, so I might go again, like I've done in here. I might go over it again with some of that, because you can never have too much protection. There's a joke in there for some, but anyway, so tomorrow morning I'm going to finish up all the little jobs I need to do, and then we can put the lining in. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the morning for the final day of this pond build. It's been a journey and a half, but yeah, it's taught me a lot over the way of actually building and how much, because I went into this not knowing half the amount of stuff I know now. So I've learned a lot through doing it as well, which is pretty cool. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the final day. Bye. Right, it's the next day. Everything has stayed intact. Let's just get started. Right, so the bin is in. That's literally how it's going to sit. It's literally quite flush with the ground. And then I'm going to drill a 25mm hole here, so a tube can come out and then flow through the river into the pond. So I think it's now about time we get the underlay in, and then we can finally do the pond liner. Right, so everything is done. Did all this, even went back with the extra stuff I had and put it on the thinner stuff, and went around all the edges, because this side's where the roots are the most, so a lot of roots are poking out here, so I made sure to put some down there as well. If you can see down there, I've put some down there. So this thing is protected, and I don't want to jinx myself, but if there is a leak, I wouldn't even know where to begin, because I've gone every inch of this pond and made sure no piece of dirt is showing. Even this little bit where there's nothing sharp at all, I've just put that there so it's not sitting flush on it, just for extra protection. But yeah, everything's done. Need to move that out of the way, and then it's the solo mission of getting this 10 by 7 meter liner in, which is going to be fun. But yeah, let's clear all this and then we can get the lining out. So this is the pond liner that I've got. I don't know if it's a good brand. Amazon's recommended, so I got it. Yeah, that's what the pond's going to look like. I wish. But yeah, now let's get that in there. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, this thing is 10 times bigger than what I thought it was. At least we don't need to worry about having not enough, because we've got too much, but I'd rather have too much than too little. So it's a good problem to have. Right, so I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. So that's what it's going to look like. There's a lot of like overlaying flaps, but I'm sure that's normal. So I'm just gonna, the bio filter's gonna go, or the bins are gonna go in there. Hopefully it fits, we'll find out. But yeah, there's a lot of excess, so we're gonna fill this up with water, and yay, water. Oh, it is trickling. Ah! Waterfall, look at go. No, it's a waterfall. So that's what the river's gonna look like. That's actually wicked. That's actually so cool. Oh my god. Alright, so the hose has been running for about 6 or 7 hours now. It's still got about 2 foot to go. But yeah, gonna shut the hose off for today. Come out tomorrow morning, fill the rest of this this pond up. But yeah, no, still got a long way to go. But I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye. Alright guys, it's the next day, and we're filling up the pond again. Yeah, obviously we found, this is called like a red fox ears, red rat or something that, and I was informed that these never stop dropping leaves, which is fun because it's right over the pond. And yeah, when they go red, they drop their leaves constantly, which is so fun. But yeah, oh, that's fun. But yeah, I reckon about 2 more hours, or an hour and a little bit, and this pond will be completely full up, and I will be diving in. I will jump in. Right, the pond is done. I actually had to get underneath that and dig it a bit down, because as you can see, it's like almost coming over, and I wanted a bit of airspace to get oxygen in the pond. But it's fine, because this bit needs to still be filled up, so it should drop a little bit, which is fine. I can always take water out as well. But yeah, everything is perfection, and I'm so happy with it.
A few moments later.
Okay, right, we're gonna jump in as I can. Oh god. Oh, okay. Pond build is good. Oh yeah. Nice. That's abnormal. Oh. Yeah, alright, good. Yeah, mush. Alright, that already looks 10 times better. Put everything on that's going to be in the pond, so the aerator. The only thing I would say is I wish it had a bit more power, but it's perfect. But yeah, I'll get to you in the evening time when I'm releasing the goldfish. Bosh. Right guys, it's the next morning. I've got the bucket of goldfish here. I decided not to do it last night just because you wouldn't be able to see them. And also I was up till 9 o'clock doing that, which was great. But anyway, let's get these goldfish in. There's 7 of them. So I love this one. This guy looks like a trout. Look at him. He's never been in a pond this big. Let's see if he finds a deep spot. He probably thinks that's as deep as you can go. Go on, buddy. Go on. Whee! Oh god, and he's just gonna disappear. Yeah. Alright, next one. Let's add a gold one. Go on. This one's a bit more, yeah. This other gold one. And another white and gold one. Now this gold one. Oh, he's half white, half gold. Didn't even know I had one there. They're probably going to stay there for a while. Oh look. Dang it. Alright, let's release the last 2. Right guys, so we're out at the pond about 2 days later. The piping has arrived, so I've connected the pipe to the filter here, and I have put the connector on through the holes I drilled. So I drilled 3 holes in this tub. This is for the outlet. The reason I put 2 instead of 1 is because although there's the same hole, because there's pressure in that one, there'll be more water building up, so I put 2. So now I've got to put this in there and then connect that to that, which should just go on just like that, and then I might put a hose clamp just to make sure it doesn't pop off. But yeah, let's do that real quick and see how it looks. Right, so you can sort of get an idea of how this is going to work. So I've got it plugged in through the tube, which is working like that. There's going to be a tube that makes it go down to the bottom, so it has to filtrate up, if that makes sense. And I'm a bit of an idiot because I kind of chopped, I kind of chopped up the pipe in 2 for some reason. I don't actually remember even why I did that, but I did it. So there you go. If it's, yeah. So it's actually dragging in the stuff. There's actually a little vortex happening there. so all the stuff on the surface will get dragged along. Obviously the net is touching the surface, preventing anything from getting actually sucked in at the minute. I lift this up, see how everything, hang on, see how everything is slowly getting sucked in? Yeah, so that's exactly what I wanted to happen, which is pretty cool. Fish are doing fine. I'll get to you when the stuff arrives to completely sort everything out. Right, it's like 3 days later. We went to my nan's today and we've picked up all this. So this, I'm not even gonna tell you what, I'm just gonna show you what I'm doing with it, because in my head it's gonna look really cool. If it will or not, we'll see. Right, and that's what it's gonna sort of look like. I've removed the netting for the time being. The fish don't really need it. I don't think a herring would even waste his time for like 7 little goldfish in a big deep pond like this. Right, so we're back out of the pond. The stuff has arrived. This isn't everything, this is just some of it. So we've got the aquatic soil, the pond lights, and some aquarium rock, which is going to go on top of the aquatic soil in this bit. But first I've got to actually get in the pond and put the bricks along the edge, which is going to be fun because it's cold. I can't be bothered, but it's got to be done. So yeah, let's get into it. Right, so the pond soil is in, and I've turned the pond into a swamp, which is fun, and it's actually pretty cool to see that the filter on that alone is doing a good job, because if we look in here, it's still crystal clear. It's still clear, which means that the filter on the pump alone is doing an alright job. I've never worked with pond soil, so I don't know, but hopefully this all settles, because all this is just floating crap, and if you just put that in there, it just all floats. It doesn't actually sink, which is so good. But I think in the meantime I've got to dig a trench for this pipe to go in, so I might as well just do that. Not barefooted though, because I don't want a spade through my foot. So yeah, let's do that quickly. Right, so all the stuff has arrived, surprisingly, and what I've done over here is, so I've got a pipe that's connected to the outlet, so that's going to go on like that. If you go through these, some lava rock and some clay, where there, I've used it before, and it's very good. And there's some filter floss coming, and some rocks and little pebbles which I'm going to add also, which will make it even more cleaner. So let's get all that in there. Right, so the clip's on. Now it's just time to add all the biomedia. Okay, and the filter is done. But yeah, I'll get to you guys tomorrow. Right guys, it is the next day and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. That is the earliest I've ever been in this garden, but there's good reason. I'm picking up Jay and we're going to get some koi. If you see the pond has cleared up so much, which means that the filter is doing what I was hoping for it to do. You know, within 24 hours or so, well, not even 24 hours, we're gonna get some fish for this pond with little Jay, and yeah, I'll get to you when we've picked up Jay. Yo. Oh. It's carp. What are they? On golden rod. Oh my god. Nah. No, look at this one. Oh wow. Hello. Oh. He's sucking up.
Sturgeon.
Look.
34.99. Can you get 2 of those?
Yeah.
That's one.
It is that one, isn't it? The red one.
A few moments later.
You just have to walk round. I'm sorry for that. You don't normally have to. I did this last week. The fire alarm.
What is it? Hold.
We have to go round to the front car park.
Really?
Yeah. So bear with me. I'm hoping.
What do you know about buying carp and then having to do a fire drill?
The fish are smoking. That's what's happened.
He's got to get to work as
I
well.
know
Look.
catching the fish. So come here. Walk to the front. If you want to walk more.
It's fine, we get exercise. In it. Fire alarm. Fire drill. What do you know about a fire drill, mate? Fire drill. So Jay's holding the fish.
Got the little koi.
Joy.
I got the sturgeon. They're so cute. How pretty they are. I really like the multicolored one.
What, the koi?
Yeah, this guy.
Right, so we're back at the pond. The fish are acclimating. I'll give them about 25-30 minutes to acclimate, especially the sturgeon. They are literally that big. And we did some research on the way here. They grow about just over a foot a year, and then after the first year they slow down a little bit. They only get about 3-4 foot. Diamondbacks, they're black diamondback sturgeon. I think they'll, like, if we're lucky, we might get maybe 5 foot out of them if we're really lucky. But because they are so small, I didn't want to take any risk, and the woman recommended that I got these 2 mil sturgeon pellets. Obviously, for those of you that don't know, sturgeon are bottom feeders. Goldfish, all the goldfish are coming up to check out the koi. You can actually see them checking out the koi, which is wicked. And look at the little sturgeon. Look at them. Look at them.
Are they? Are they?
Granted, I am never going to see these, but I am adding white rocks in. So when I add the white rocks in, it's going to be a risky game because I'm going to have to get in and make sure I don't put any rocks on the sturgeon. So what I'm going to have to do is get in, and by that time, because they're coming in about 2 days or so, the pond should be crystal clear again. So I will be able to see them, but the white rocks will make all the fish pop, and you'll be able to see the little flipping little black worms at the bottom. I'll get to you when we're releasing them. Bark! Right, it's been about 27 minutes, so let's put these bad boys in. I'm not going to put the water in, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I need scissors. I need scissors. I'll better stand by. Right, so Jay wasn't recording. We released the 2 carp, the 2 koi and 1 sturgeon. So you've kind of missed my genuine reaction to feeling a sturgeon, but I'll try and replay it for you. Oh wow, they're spiky! Absolutely. He's fine, I think.
Where did he go?
I don't know. I'm sure it'll be... No, honestly, they are hardy fish. They're built like a rock. Didn't happen on the first take, so that's Jay's fault.
I don't know why I stopped. Watering water.
Oh yeah, the fish are in. So we can... No, that's a goldfish. I can't even see, so that's the one we've named KTM. Where's the one I like? I don't know where this... He's in here, I think. I have no idea where the other one is. and the food I've bought them helps. I'm not going to be feeding them this stuff. I don't recommend this stuff. For goldfish it's fine, but for koi that you're paying a lot of money for, I'd recommend the actual brand, the popular name brand bags, like 5 kg or 10 kg bags, especially the ones that say high in protein, and mixed diet ones. They're the best. I really want to see this koi.
It's colours, man.
So you do see the koi.
Oh wait, oh yeah, there we go. There's the
There you
other
go,
one.
there you go, there you go. You got him?
Yeah.
He's quite big, isn't he? Think about how big they looked in that pond.
Yeah,
And now in
they
here
look
they
tiny
look
in that
tiny.
pond. Well, no, I mean they look a bit bigger than the other pond, but in here they look a lot bigger.
Yeah, because they did look really big, didn't it? I think it's because it's how deep it is. Yeah, I'll get back to you guys in the evening. Because me and Jay are gonna definitely not go on that, because we are
Full-grown men.
We are adults. We do not go on trampoline.
We're men.
But anyway, I'll get to you later when we're not.
Bosh.
A few moments later.
Right, it's later in the evening now, and one of the sturgeon is just swimming on the surface. That is absolutely wicked. Yeah, the pond has cleared so much. The stones arrived, so that's as much. Oh, there he was. I don't know if I got that on camera. He just went past. So the sturgeon seem to be happy. All the fish are down there. But yeah, this is as many rocks as this is going to take. I've still got a bit left, so when I put the pebbles in, the river pebbles, I'm going to put that on. I just can't wait for everything to grow big now. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Right, so it's the next day. The stones have arrived. So we've got 40 kg of white stones that are going to go on the bottom, and 40 kg of stones which are going to go in the river, and then plus half a bag of the same rock that's in there. Wow, look how cute he is. Wow. Oh my god, look at him! Look at him! He's so cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna get them stones in, and yeah, I'll get back to you and show you the final product. Alright guys, and that is the pond done. It's murked it up again. As soon as I got it clear again, it's gone dirty, but it's fine. So I've added just a couple scattered around in here. I don't actually like it, but I've put them in there now, so they're gonna have to stay. I've done that entire shelf, and then I've just scattered a few at the bottom. I'll need a ton more if I want to cover the whole bottom, because that was a bag and a half. I even put some stones there, just why not. And this is my favourite part, the river. This looks so good. I mean, you're telling me that doesn't look exactly like a river would look. I love that. Just need to cut now the excess, and then it'll all be good. And then go to Shoreham and get some rocks to actually push up against, to cover the black. So the bottom's done, it's just about the sides now. But yeah, I'm loving that. They actually, like, I don't know, they look better with white at the bottom. But yeah, I'll get to you hopefully tomorrow. I really hope you enjoyed this series. It's been wicked. I've gone from having just an empty bit of land in the garden to a fully, you know, koi pond with sturgeon, goldfish and koi. It's wicked. And building all the filtration myself. I'm really proud of it. For my first pond build ever, or doing anything like this ever, I say for my first time, it's not too bad, and it's a big enough size for, you know, me to always add things and do things with it. Obviously, when the koi do get bigger, and we're talking years down the line, I probably might have to upgrade, because obviously by that time I'll probably have a lot more koi. But they've been in here now for 4 days. Yeah, I think 4 days. They're amazing. Especially the one I bought, the grey and white and orangey one with the orange stomach, is really fat now. He's put on weight just being in here for 4 days. They were both quite skinny when we got them. Not skinny, but like a normalish size. Since I put them in there, feeding them a lot every day, they have both put on, you know, a visual size. Their bellies are a lot bigger, which is cool. They're actually all feeding behind me. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Anything I do add to this pond from now on will be going on my second channel, FS Aquatics, which should be or pop up around here. If you did like the video, please like it and subscribe. It's free, costs nothing, and it really helps a lot. But yeah, hopefully you guys stay till the end, and comment anything you want me to do to the pond or get for the pond, and I'll try and get it and do it. But yeah, until next video, guys. And sorry for being away for so long. This has taken up all my time. I literally, this week it would be a month that I started doing this. But yeah, and I'll put some final shots of the pond, of the fish feeding, the fish swimming about, the plants that I've got in there so far, the river, the stream bit. I'll just do a little nice time lapse for you now.